Hey y'all, it's Heather from My Life Well Loved, and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for joining me for the end of week one of Whole30. Eric's actually getting some background music going for us right now on our Sonos so that you didn't have to listen to what was that game you were watching? So you didn't have to listen to the Packers playoff game in the background. But anyway, I'm really thankful to have you guys tuning in with me today. And Eric is here too. And babe, I had that set up over there, but then the lights look kind of crazy. So we'll just try to hold it out.
Hold it?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
So Eric and I just kind of wanted to share with you about our week one experience of Whole30. And so grab a cup of coffee. We've got our Whole30 compliant coffee going on. It's got some coffee. And then have you guys tried the coconut milk in the can yet? I put it in the milk frother and added it to my coffee, and it's delicious. What are you drinking? Just plain coffee?
Plain coffee.
Okay. Eric can do with his coffee black. I can if it's a really good flavor, but otherwise it's kind of a little bit iffy to me. So anyway, babe, why don't you start off just kind of like sharing about how you started feeling with Whole30 and like each day as it went on?
Okay. So I'm doing Whole30 mainly because of Heather, and it was her idea. And a couple days before New Year's, she said, "Hey, what do you think about Whole30? Would you be willing to do it?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, I'd be willing to try that." And we'd tried it before, and I didn't make it through the whole 30 days. But this time, I figured it'd be helpful to support one another if we're doing it together. Just makes meal planning and other things a lot easier. So that was kind of why I was wanting to do it. And just like a lot of other people, had been eating pretty bad during the holidays and wanted to kind of reset the system a little bit. So that's pretty much why I'm doing it.
Yeah. And I'm doing it because just like Eric said, we just have been eating hey Kimberly, so good to see you, friend. Because we had just been eating so much crap over Christmas break, and just like, how people bring hey Janet, what's up? I'm so glad you're here. So many people have been eating just crap and bringing different things to the office, and so we were like, ooh, let's just have a system reset. And I've actually done Whole30 before, and what I really like about it, hey Elizabeth, glad you're here. What I really like about Whole30 is just how it kind of like reprograms your mind, so you're not thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna eat whatever's in the pantry all the time and just go to the grocery store and just like grab whatever and throw it in your basket, which somebody might be prone to doing. So anyway, the great thing about Whole30 is now I'm in the habit again of picking up my packages and veggies and everything, condiments even, and just seeing, what's in them. I even looked at this package today and I was like, oh great, this looks like something kind of like an easy convenience food. And I thought it was Whole30. It was like vegetable something. Oh hey, Pat Voltmeyer.
Oh, hey.
So anyway, the sad thing, oh gosh, Janet, you're so sweet. So anyway, when we were looking at the ingredient label though, the like next to last thing listed was sugar, and I was like, sure enough, why did they add sugar?
I knew it the whole time, and I told her, can't do that.
He did beat me to figure that one out. So anyway, I'm going to start kind of talking about how I felt. Hey, Gracie, on day one, and then Eric, you kind of follow up. So on day one, I started out, and honestly, I was just excited. Like, I was like, yes, let's eat some healthy food again. I just was kind of feeling like crap and was ready to clear out my system. But then, even just like at the very end of day one, I already was kind of feeling like a headache, and I got, I would say, just almost like lightheaded. We were supposed to go watch the Auburn game and The Bachelorette, of course, which actually Eric watches with me, which is so nice.
Happens every year. I always say I'm never going to watch it, and then I was like, oh, I just got to watch the first episode. Then after that, I'm hooked.
I know I'll get hooked. That's why
bad.
I do it.
It's bad.
Because Eric loves travel, and so they show all the previews of all the places that they travel, and so then Eric's like, oh yeah, I want to see him go to this place on The Bachelorette. So anyway, but at the end of day one of Whole30, I kind of was just, and actually, first of all, time out. I want to tell you guys right now, like, interrupt us, ask us questions. The reason we do Facebook Live is so that you can ask questions and give ideas, and we can respond and talk with you live. So feel free to ask questions and say whatever. But then at the end of day one, I kind of just like pushed through, got through the headache, and I woke up the next morning. I thought, okay, I'm feeling better. We're doing good now. And then sure enough, mid-afternoon, my headache had returned. And so, Eric, kind of tell them how you were feeling the first couple days, because it was pretty drastic. And
Yeah.
actually, let's move so that light's on your head. I feel kind of bad that it's like shining out of your head.
Thanks. I feel like this made me feel pretty good, but anyways, I don't know if it's gonna help either way.
Yeah, maybe not. Okay, we tried, guys. Sorry.
But anyways, the first couple days, I think like a lot of people, before Heather and I started the Whole30, we were like, oh, let's get all of our favorite foods, eaten before we start this, so we won't miss them that much. I think that was a poor decision. One of my favorite foods is Indian food, and Heather likes it all right now, but she didn't first start to like it, and we had that, I think, the day before we started Whole30. And while it was delicious, I struggled pretty hard the first couple days with the Whole30. My body felt like I almost had the flu, and Heather and I did a little research, and I think she posted a few times about, it's called the carb flu, and you basically mimic symptoms of having the flu, so you have the body aches, you have headaches, you can feel nauseous, and basically I had all of those symptoms, and it was a terrible headache, and also one of the main things was just a brain fog, and I felt like I couldn't concentrate on things, and it took me about 2 days to get over, and I think for a lot of people they say it takes, it could take 1 day, but also one of the articles I was reading, it says your carb hangover that you have is proportional to the amount of crap basically that you eat before you start the Whole30. So of course, I think that was part of it. And Heather and I think we can both say we try and eat healthy most of the time. And, we enjoy a glass of wine or a drink, at dinner every once in a while too. And that was kind of one of the main reasons why I wanted to do the Whole30 was just to go not have any alcohol for 30 days and, see how my body would react to that. But the first couple days were definitely tough. Then after that, it's gotten a little bit easier. But today it's been a little bit tough. Kind of have a little headache going on, but still feel like I have
and
more
for those
energy.
of you, hey, first of all, hey, Rachel and Noah, glad you guys are here. Or maybe it's just Rachel, I'm not sure. But I did want to say Eric's a nurse practitioner, for those of you that don't know. And so tell them, like, what you equated it to. You said that you felt like you coming off sugar was like...
So a lot of the patients we see, I never want to downplay withdrawal symptoms of patients that have alcohol withdrawal or drug addictions, but, similar to those symptoms, a lot of those same patients have, headaches, nausea, obviously their symptoms are much more severe than ours, but I mean, it made me think about my patients that I have that are going through withdrawal, and it kind of made me realize how much of our bodies are reliant on sugar, how much they get used to that sugar, and when you take that out, I mean, you're going to go through physiologic processes that make your body feel a different way. So I thought that was interesting.
And while we're talking, hey Lauren, while we're talking, I would love for you guys, if you don't mind, in the comments below, if you're doing Whole30 or you're eating healthy this week with us, will you do us a favor and put in the links in the comments below some of your favorite meals you made this week? Because I think that'll be really helpful for everybody to see on the video. So for Eric and I, we actually tried Nourish Meals this week, which they deliver meals to your house each Sunday. And we were so grateful because my boss actually gave us a 2-week subscription, and we got 3 meals each week. So we get 6 meals, which is awesome. And they just came again today. Melanie said vegetable soup. And actually, if you guys have these handy or like on your Pinterest or something or a link, feel free to leave it because, gosh, it'd be so helpful for everybody. Thanks, Melanie. But anyway, so what would you say your favorite meal we had this week was?
The Nourish meals have been great. It's been really easy. I'm trying to think of something else that we just had that wasn't a Nourish meal. The steak kebabs were good. We really liked having salmon, and we do that in the oven a lot, and it's pretty simple. One thing I found that we've eaten spinach before, but I feel like we're eating a lot more spinach now, and for me, I like to put a little hot sauce on it, and I've been eating a lot more spinach, which is good. Like, I used to not really enjoy it, but now it's just one of those things that's like, oh, this fills me up. It's good, and it's one of the things I've probably been eating a lot more of.
Babe, tell them which hot sauce that you were bummed out had added sugar.
Oh, yeah, sriracha has added sugar, so it's kind of my go-to.
That's his go-to. Like, he loves some sriracha. What did Lauren say? Spaghetti squash beef casserole. It's amazing. Ooh, hey. Okay, Lauren, what is your tips on spaghetti squash? Because I always feel like I don't do it right. Like, there's got to be an easier go-to. It's so freaking hard to cut, and I know you can microwave it or pierce it with a fork, something. So if you have tips, you let us know. Anyway, I would say that my favorite was probably steak kebabs. We had, which Eric actually braved the cold weather this week and went out to the grill, and it was steak on the kebab stick, obviously, with green bell peppers and onions. And so that was really good. And then what did we have with it? Roasted broccoli or green beans or something.
Green beans.
Anyway, so that was probably one of our favorites. But we actually really do like to keep most meals simple. Like we usually do some kind of meat and veggies just to keep it easy. But I was thinking about, like, so many of us are so busy, you know, that we were thinking about convenience products that we really like as far as just, like, making it through Whole30. So, babe, what would you say your go-to has been this week? I mean, I know, but for them.
I think you're going to say is the RX bars for me. So those are really convenient, and a lot of times when I'm going to work in the morning, I'll grab a couple of those, and if I do get hungry, those are a good little snack to have. I feel like I told Heather today that they are a little difficult to chew at times. I said I haven't had one today because my jaw is starting to hurt because you have to, they're kind of difficult to eat, but they taste good. So the blueberry is the best, but I think Heather likes a different
Disagree.
flavor.
I think the maple sea salt is the best.
Maple sea salt's good as well too. So I recommend those.
Elizabeth said zucchini noodle spaghetti. Husband loved this, or chicken fajita with cauliflower rice. Ooh, I do really want to get to Trader Joe's this week and get their cauliflower rice. Yeah, they have it in the frozen section, so you don't even have to grate it yourself, which I'm all about some convenience because, But anyway, so RX bar is definitely one new product that I learned about. Eric, will you kind of show them my coffee? So you can see I have some compliant creamer. It's called Nut Pods, and I just learned about it this week, or maybe 2 weeks ago now. But I ordered it on Amazon, and I put a link in my Facebook group for you guys. It's called Life Well Loved. And the vanilla is the only flavor I've tried so far, but it was really good. Lauren said, my husband always cuts it in half because I can't. Oh my God. Okay. Eric, get ready to work. You're about to be cutting that thing up for me. Lindsay's here. Hey, Linz. Janet said beef stew from a book that follows the GAPS diet. It's delicious. It's called Heal Your Gut. I tweaked the recipe a bit and we'll post it in the comments. Ooh, thank you so much. That'd be awesome. So Janet is one of the ladies that I met through my homegrown blogging conference. I'm pretty sure I've told Eric about her because I think she has so many great recipes and stuff. So,
Hey, Janet.
Lindsay said, sorry I'm late. Asher was having a meltdown. Hashtag school better not be canceled tomorrow. Okay, so first of all, Linz, yes, those of you that aren't in Birmingham or in the South, we don't know how to deal with snow or ice or sleet. Eric's from Indiana, and it's unlike anything he's ever seen. I mean, now you have, but you know what I mean. So anyway, long story short, we have been like cooped up for the last 4 days and are kind of going stir crazy. So good thing we have this Facebook Live, so I have people to talk to. So I don't have to talk his ear off so much. But anyway, you guys also let us know, like ask us if you have questions too, because we want to make sure we answer any questions you have while you're on here. I would also say LaCroix. Aldi actually has the 2 flavor kinds of LaCroix right now. I posted about it on Instagram stories. We tried a new favorite. Tell them which one was your favorite.
I think it's cucumber blackberry. It's actually pretty good. I'm not a huge LaCroix fan, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, LaCroix takes some getting used to. So we were really glad to find a new flavor that we liked a lot. And I like the coconut. Eric's not as big of a fan, but coconut's good go too. So last week, some of you guys asked me to show you how I do kale chips. So I thought, Eric, maybe you'll just come with me to the kitchen, and I'd show you guys how I make them. So we're just going to take a little, can you flip it or no? Yeah, that button up there in the right corner. Is it flipped?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you guys, I already preheated my oven to 400, and Eric, if people ask me questions while we're going, if you'll just let me know, that'd be awesome. So I usually buy this big old bag of kale that's pre-washed at Publix. And it makes it nice and easy, and you'll see there's tons and tons in there. And usually it's good for about a week. I just opened this up, and I think it expires like today or tomorrow.
Melanie just asked, what type of salad dressing do you buy?
Oh, that's a great question. So I actually haven't gotten to Zoe's yet. I don't know if you have a Zoe's in your area or not, but Zoe's Mediterranean Kitchen. Actually, I have my water cup right now. If you have this place in your city, they have pre-made salad dressing that's olive oil, vinegar, and some spices, which is compliant. What?
I'm just,
You're
you
just
use
thinking
red wine vinegar and.
Oh yeah, but this week I haven't been to Zoe's yet, so I've just been mixing red wine vinegar, olive oil, sea salt, pepper, and then a little bit of garlic powder, and it's been really, really good. You liked it too, right, babe?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So yeah, and I think, have y'all heard of Tessemae's dressing? I know you can buy that on Amazon, and I know that it's also compliant. So there's lots of options. And actually, Janet, I'm sure you have some great recipes. Lindsay, you might too. If you want to share some of your favorite salad dressings in the comments, that'd be awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to show you real quick is I kind of just dump it out in here in a bowl. And the main thing you want to look for, Eric, can you see this? Is like when there's big chunks like these, you don't want, oh, there it went. You don't want those on your pan to roast. So you're just going to like pinch those off and get them out so that it's basically just like lots of leaves and not anything too thick, because that would just be awkward to try to chew on. So I kind of went through this and got a lot of the major chunks out already. But basically what you're doing is once you get those off, I'm just going to pour probably about 2 teaspoons of olive oil, just organic olive oil in here. Eric, you're better at telling me, so just tell me when to stop. 2 teaspoons.
Yep, keep going.
Okay. Oh, keep going. No, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay, great. I'm really bad at guesstimating, you guys.
All right, you're probably good now.
Okay, great. Do y'all think that was 2 teaspoons? I felt like 2 tablespoons. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is basically just like get it all worked in through there. Are you zooming in there, babe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. So what you're going to do is just try to really get it in all the creases of this, because the more that you get it in the creases, the crisper it'll get on the pan. And if you find more that you missed, you can just pop those out. Eric, do you have any advice on this? You've never made them though, have you?
I have never made them. I don't. Gracie just said, would love some recommendations on breakfast options that don't include eggs.
Oh gosh, girl, that's hard, isn't it? So we actually Gracie, are you in the Life Well Love Facebook group? I think you are, but if you're not, definitely join it, because we have like a breakfast little tab in there, and there's a coconut bowl that my friend Jamie posts in there that doesn't have eggs in it. But I pretty much eat this every day if I'm not having eggs. It's just a banana and almond butter. And then you can also, you're supposed to get vegetables in with pretty much every meal.
And one thing I saw also Jamie made was on the Facebook group was a sweet potato with, I think it had avocado in the morning. It was like sweet potato toast that you can make and cut out.
Oh yeah.
With avocado on it. It actually looked pretty good. I haven't tried it yet.
Good. We are going to try that this week. So you guys, that's literally it. Like you just put it out in the pan like that, and you can do any spices that you want to. I typically just do a little bit of sea salt. And if you don't know this is from Aldi, so I love that they have that. And I'm pretty generous with the sea salt, honestly. And then sometimes even after it comes out, I'll even add more. So sea salt all over. And then a lot of times I'll just do like a little pinch of garlic powder. Oh my gosh, my hands are so greasy I can't even open this now. There we go. Okay. So, and y'all, I love garlic, but so I might do more than you would want. And Eric usually doesn't eat kale chips. Are you going to try these this time? Maybe?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty hungry.
Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is just literally, and I want you to notice how much of the pan this is taking up. I'll take a picture later and post in the Facebook group, because once I put it in here, I mean, they'll shrink up to only being like a fourth of the pan. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in my 400-degree oven, and then set the timer for probably about 10 minutes. And then I'll come back over here and I'll just shake it a little bit and see how it's looking. And then I'll just go again, or for another 5 or 10 minutes. So that's all there is to the kale chips. Pretty easy, right? I can't remember who asked me to do that last time, but now you see it. And while we're in the kitchen too, I was going to show you Brandon and Jenny, that are also in our Whole30 support group for Life Well Loved, told me about this trick with berries. So you know how your berries always just like, basically, I feel like mine go bad as soon as I wash them like the next day. So I took some white, what was it? Vinegar? Just white vinegar? Yeah. And put just like a splash of white vinegar and covered them with water and let them soak for about 10 minutes. And now I'm drying them, and I'm going to put them in a container in the refrigerator, and supposedly the vinegar is going to help them last longer. So I'll report back on that. Other things I'm trying to think about that I'm obsessed with during Whole30 is our Breville milk frother. Like I said, a lot of times I'll put my coconut milk in there and froth it up, and it kind of gives that creamy texture in your coffee. and a little bit of extra, and sometimes I'll even add cinnamon. I know I've told you guys that before, but this is what the Breville looks like. Obviously the trusty coffee pot. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Eric, is there anything else in here that I'll show you the nut pods too. So, our refrigerator's dirty, so you don't even want to see in there. This is what the nut pods look like. The French vanilla is my favorite. And it even says down there on the bottom that it's Whole30 approved, which is nice. I wish all the packages did that.
Madison just asked, where did you get the milk frother from? And we got that from Williams and Sonoma, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We got it from Williams Sonoma, but actually I've linked to it on Amazon too, and I feel certain it's a better deal on Amazon, let's be honest. And while I'm in my fridge...
And Sarah just said, the vinegar thing works. I do it.
Oh, so. Great. Okay, see? I love it. Thank you so much. And then this is just the canned coconut milk that you can froth if you guys want to see that. I basically look on the back and just make sure that it's only... Wait, let's see. Where are the ingredients? Right there. Yeah, that it's just coconut and water, basically. And any sugar would just be naturally occurring. So you definitely don't want added sugar, obviously. Then another thing that I just picked up, I learned that this Califia Farms unsweetened and soy-free almond milk is actually Whole30 approved. So you can add that in your coffee as well. And this is just at like Target, Publix, anywhere. Sprouts had it on sale today, so that's where I picked that up. And then I also am obsessed with on the go when I want a snack and haven't gotten enough vegetables in. I'll grab a juice and have it. What else in the fridge? Oh, I'll show you the Nourish Meals too. So this is how the Nourish Meals come, just in like a little prepackaged thing. And you can actually microwave this package. You just take this off and microwave it. This one's meatball with spaghetti squash, so.
Ashley just asked, does the vinegar not change the taste of the fruit? And does it only work on berries?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, who said that before?
Sarah said the vinegar thing works, and Ashley says, does the vinegar not change the taste of the fruit?
Okay, so Sarah, do you mind answering? Since this is the first time I've done it, I'm not really sure. So
I would guess after you wash the berries off, it'll wash the vinegar taste off, but that would just be my guess.
Well, you don't rinse them off because then you're doing water again, right?
Okay.
I think.
Sarah, help us out.
Yeah, Sarah, help. Then I also was going to show you guys the LaCroix flavors that we've got. Sorry that our refrigerator keeps dinging.
Joy Henson just joined as well.
Oh, hey, Joy, what's up? Joy was our photographer for the Homegrown Vloggers event.
Oh, great.
So we've got coconut LaCroix. This is the blackberry cucumber that Eric was talking about that he loves, and I really like it too. The pineapple strawberry is fine. I wouldn't say that it's one of my favorites. I felt like it was a really faint flavor. And then what other flavor did we have? I forgot. Kiwi watermelon.
Yep.
So, yeah, those are kind of the flavors that we have right now. Other things that we've been snacking on a lot this week would probably be, we'll just go back to the couch so then we can, yeah, y'all follow me. So the other things that we've been snacking on a lot, I would say, are kiwis and, yeah, lots of bananas with almond butter. One thing I'll tell y'all what I have on my grocery list right now is we want to get some more compliant bacon. We literally ate a whole pack like right away. Sarah said, I did not notice a taste, and neither did my kids, which is important. Oh, thank you. Okay, awesome. Well, that's good to know. We all know that the kids are the pickiest. And Chelsea, hey, Chelsea. Chelsea said lime cherry is the best. Okay, everybody keeps saying the lime cherry is so good. And Eric loves the cherry limeade, so I feel certain that'd be right up your alley. Ashley said, where do you get those meals you were just showing us? Sorry, so many questions. No, Ashley, I love the questions. The questions are what make Facebook Live fun. So, do you want to tell them about Nourish and what you've thought and your favorite ones and all that stuff? I feel like I'm talking a lot.
Yeah, no, that's good. The Nourish meals, like I said before, are just really convenient, and I think my favorite one have been, they usually have like either beef, pork, or chicken, and there's one with sweet potato and chicken on top, and there's another one, but primarily the beef ones have been my favorite. There was one that had a balsamic kind of dressing on it, which was really good, and there was another one that had a pesto sauce on it, which was also very good. And actually they're really big portions as well too, so you feel like you're actually, having enough to eat.
And for the guy to say that, I feel like that's really good.
Yeah, and that's kind of one thing that's been difficult for Whole30. And even though I know Whole30 says you can eat whatever you want, you can eat however amount that you want as well too, but I've still found myself being hungry. And like Heather said before, I like to snack a lot. So I know with Whole30 you're really only supposed to have 3 main meals throughout the day, but like I said, I'll usually have, an RX bar, or for me, just a couple pieces of fruit. And I know you're not supposed to, have a ton of fruit, but still, just a little bit of fruit to get that sweet taste. It's kind of helped me get through the days as well.
And I will say too that, especially if you're a breastfeeding mama or if you work out, then Whole30 does say for sure still snack. So I mean, we do work out and think that. I mean, to us, it's all about moderation. Like, we are trying to do this as best we can, but if we mess up or, something happens where it's like, oh, after the fact, I found out that there was a little bit of sugar in something I ate, I'm not going to freak out. The end of the world is not here. I've already changed my habits. If you do want to be really strict about it, then what Whole30 says is just to start over, like day one the next day, but we're not that hardcore about it. So, but if you are, more power to you. Like, we're so glad that so many people have joined in to do this with us. It's really, really fun to get in the Facebook group every day and see what you guys are eating and how it's changing your life and how you're feeling. And I want to hear how you guys are feeling. Like, what crazy symptoms have y'all had? Like, is there anything going on that you're kind of like, what is this about? We were just talking about, because I was talking with Lindsay. I don't know if you're still in here, Lindsay, but Lindsay was asking me if I'd had any crazy dreams. And I said, I have had crazy dreams, but I don't remember them. And, then Eric said that he's had kind of some crazy dreams too, and you were kind of telling me about the dreams.
Yeah, after reading a few articles on Whole30, it says one of the things is that it'll help with your sleep cycle, and I've seen that as well too. I feel like I'm getting into my REM sleep a lot faster, having a lot more dreams, feel like my sleep has been better. Having said that, I have been the first couple days I was really tired at night, and I think there was one night where it was like 8 o'clock and I said, Heather, I have got to go to bed. I don't feel well. But then ever since those first 2 days, it's been kind of back to a normal schedule. But yeah, I just feel like the sleep is probably a little bit deeper than what it has been in the past. And one thing I've noticed too is, a lot of times I would wake up and be thirsty, and I just don't feel like I've been as thirsty. And even though it tells you to drink a lot of water and keep your electrolytes up, I still have been drinking a lot of water, but I don't feel as thirsty as I have been in the past. I don't know if anyone else has felt that way.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Y'all should tell us or chime in and let us know. Anybody still been really thirsty or more thirsty than normal? So there was something you said that sparked something in my head wanted to say, but now I can't remember what it was. Wasn't there something else you said medically about how, like, the sugar detox or something I thought was interesting to share, but I don't know. So anyway, I mean, we're probably going to wrap up pretty soon unless you guys have any more burning questions. As a whole, I would say week 1 is pretty much like your detox. You're kind of just getting used to your new normal. To me, it's really hard when, at first, it was really hard when we were feeding Leighton his little snacks. Like, he'll have the Aldi version of, what are they, goldfish. They're called penguins. We're obsessed with them. But like, it's just really hard for me not to want to pop those in my mouth. And now, as it's getting later in the week, it's kind of not as much of a thought process, which is exactly what I wanted. It's part of why I'm doing Whole30. So that's really good. And then I feel like, for me, a low was when I was at my mom's house and she had a bowl of the Hershey's Hugs out, and I literally was like, I want to throw that bowl of Hugs at your head because I'm so irritated that I can't eat them right now. Hey, Jamie. And actually, Jamie that just jumped in is pretty much a Whole30/paleo expert. So I'm going to have her do a guest blog post with us for like lots of tips and tricks she's learned over the past year or so that she's been doing this. So I'm excited to have that happen. Elizabeth, how many cups of coffee do you... Oh, hey, Liz, what's up? How many cups of coffee do you have each day? I know the book says 1 to 2, but I'm 3 to 4 a day usually. Not going to lie, I probably have at least 3, I would say, a day.
Yeah, I'm probably on 1 to 2. I don't drink more than that.
Ooh, will you get the timer?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. And just shake so the timer just went off on the kale chips, so I'm going to have Eric go over there and just kind of like shake them and make sure that they're not burning and browning evenly on all sides. But yeah, Liz, I would say that I probably have 3 cups of coffee a day. Some days maybe 1 because I'm just on the go and not thinking about it, but usually 3. And I mean, again, to me, it's not the end of the world. Like, I'm not really doing this to break a caffeine or coffee addiction, so if I drink my 3 cups of coffee, okay, But, I mean, of course, everybody has different reasons they're doing it, and if you're really trying to cut back on your caffeine, then, think about that when you're deciding what to do. Jamie said, not sure about being an expert, but happy to help. I mean, you pretty much are, but quit being modest. So let's see. I did want to say too, you guys, like, the support that you have given me in this group has blown me away. I literally don't think that I would be as far as I am into Whole30 if it weren't for you guys. I have told Eric that every time that I post about the Facebook group on Instagram or, you know, on the My Life Well Love Facebook page that we're on right now, and I have more people join, I get so excited. Like, you guys are amazing. And the fact that you jump in there, and some of you have told me that the group has really helped you or inspired you to do it. And, like, that means the world to me. Oh, Eric's here with the Kale chips. Hey. So I think they probably had a few more minutes. That was just to shake them. But you think they're done?
Good, yeah.
Oh, all right. Eric is the...
So
Shut
good.
up. You're so rude. Are they burnt? Are they okay?
No, they're good.
For real?
Yeah.
All right. You don't have to lie.
No.
Okay. You'll just sleep on the couch. It's fine.
No, they're good.
So anyway, you guys really have blown me away with just joining the Facebook group. It's Life Well Loved. I'll link it up. So after this, you can join it if you want to. And I'm just humbled. Like, those of you that tell me that you enjoy the group or that it's helpful for you, I mean, it's only because you guys are in there and you're sharing recipes and sharing tips and saying, I feel like crap today, or just living real life together. Like, it's just amazing. So thank you for letting me be a part of your journey.
Yeah, me too. I probably would have quit on day 2 if it wasn't for you guys.
That accountability, though, it's everything.
I know, I would have quit.
So anyway, we'll let you guys get back to your Sunday night. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a lot of fun. I did do a blog post today that in detail told day 1 through 7 what we ate, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So it's mylifewelllove.com if you want to check that out. We love you. Thank you so much. Oh, and he loves me and I love him. Okay. Y'all have a great night. Bye, guys.